What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a fantastic day. Last weekend I did a review of the Sony Gold wireless headset, so this week I figured I'd do the Astro A40s. These are a great set of headsets just to start off, but before I get into it, let me do my standard disclaimer. I'm not sponsored by anybody, not Astro, not Sony, no competitors. I have no gain at all for saying this product's good or bad. Now, if the video's shaky or it's kind of hard to see, that's because I did most of this one-handed. I did have help when I started unboxing it, but for most of it was one-handed, so I apologize for that. But let's get right into it. Now here's the unboxing. Obviously I had opened them before, as you can tell with all the cords everywhere, but I think the box is overlooked sometimes. This is a super nice box, and when you spend a lot of money on a pair of headsets, you want it to be packaged in a nice thing. So as you can see, it's a really slick looking box, and just the way you open it feels expensive. It feels like you spent your money in a good way. So this is pretty much what you see when you open the box. Obviously there'll be some more cords that I had already taken out and I didn't feel like shoving back in the box, but I guess let's start the review by talking about just overall build quality. They feel like you spent money on them. They feel expensive. They don't feel cheap. The metal bars going down the side seem to add stability. They don't feel like they're gonna break on you. To adjust the size, you just simply slide up and down. Nothing too special there. It's kind of cool how they expose the cord like that, so you can see. It's kind of an interesting way to do it. And also, if you're into customization, if that's something that's important to you, these earpieces just pop right off very easily, and they sell custom earpieces. You can get, your name put on it if you wanted to, or if you're into the esports, you can get like an optic earpiece or whatever. So that's kind of cool if you're into that. Here's what takes the headset to the next level, in my opinion, is the Astro MixAmp Pro. It's the master control. It controls everything. Here, this big dial here controls your master volume, and then below it, the smaller dial controls the voice and the game audio. So if you want the game audio a little higher, you just turn that dial really easily. There's a few different presets. I haven't messed with those, honestly. And then there's the master power button. And down here you have your optical cable input, you have your MP3 stream and USB. The USB is what kind of powers it, the optical is what gives you the sound, and the MP3 is kind of neat. If you like listening to music, you can plug an MP3 player and mix it with your game audio right here through your headsets. On the other side you have where you plug in your headset. You have two daisy chain options and one where you would plug your controller. Here's the mic right here. It's a flexible mic. It plugs right into the side of the headset. Mic quality is decent. It's not, I don't think, anything extraordinary, but it's also, probably better than a lot. Okay, here's one of the downsides of the headsets. If you're gonna get the A40s, you're gonna have a lot of cords. If you don't like cords, if cord management is a problem for you, you don't enjoy it, they do have the A50s. They're more expensive, but they are wireless. But I enjoy having a wired connection on everything if I can, even though it's a pain in the butt. But I'll show you kind of how to plug it in and how to set it up. Alright, this is not a difficult process, but I was doing it one-handed, so just bear in mind that I'm doing this one-handed. The first cord here that we're going to deal with is the optical cord. It's how you get sound from your PlayStation. So the long end, I don't know the technical terms honestly, the long end goes into the MixAmp Pro down where it says OPT. That's the optical cord. It's the far left here, as you can see. Alright, that's in there. The next, the other part of the cord will go into the back of your PlayStation. There's an optical slot on the back of the PS4. Alright, so next we're going to deal with the USB cord. The USB is what powers the MixAmp. It powers from your PlayStation. The small mini USB will plug into the MixAmp Pro. On the same side that you did the optical cable, you'll see a mini USB port on the far right. Now I'm doing this one-handed again, so I apologize. Alright, now the other end of this cord has a larger USB, and that obviously plugs into the front of the PS4 or whatever console you're using, and that's what gives the MixAmp its power. Alright, so last cord here, this is just plugging your headsets into the MixAmp Pro. So you plug one end into the MixAmp, right where there's a little headphone mark on the other end. The one that you don't have any cords in yet is the side to look for, and then you plug the other end into your headset. Alright, so I just kind of wanted to give you my thoughts briefly on the headset. I'll go through similar to what I did with the Sonys. Audio quality is very good. It's a much higher quality, and I'm satisfied there completely. Alright, during the setup we talked about the mic and the MixAmp Pro, but if you have any questions about that, leave them down in the comments below. I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. There's a lot going on with these headsets, so I can't get to all of it. But one thing I really wanted to touch on was the comfort factor. It's the reason I bought these. I had the Sonys before, and for whatever reason, they were not comfortable on my head. These are very lightweight. Well, obviously they don't have a battery in them because they're wired, so they're a lot lighter, and they just feel good on your head, which is a big part of headsets, because no matter how good they sound, if they don't feel nice, you're not going to be able to wear them. But that's going to wrap it up. If you guys have questions, please leave them down below. If it's your first time here, please subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys later.